Hello everyone, Chris here, the Zelda Collector, and we're here to quickly talk about Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the NecroDancer, featuring the Legend of Zelda. Yes, it's quite a mouthful, and it was quite the curveball. I don't think anyone was expecting that, not at all. But before I jump in that, I will say I apologise for the state of my room again. It is work in progress, as you do know. Shelves are still to paint. I just thought I would chuck stuff on there just so you have something to look at instead of looking at boring grey empty shelves. Yeah, but it's starting to take shape. I think it'll be good once we're done, once we're finished. Yeah, so thought I'd get that up there. I think just a little bit of the collection, a little bits on show there. But yeah, Cadence of Hyrule. It's I don't know. Well, no one at all was expecting this, buddy. If anyone says they were, you're lying. No one expected this. I mean, I was at work, so I didn't catch the direct. I was travelling back from work, and I heard news of Cuphead on Switch, which is fantastic news. It is. I've been waiting to play that game for so long, because obviously I don't have an Xbox. I'm not really feeling it for PC, and I've said a few times I'd love it to come to Switch, but never expected it to happen. And then I heard the news and I was blown away, so I went to jump into a Discord server, which I'm part of, just to share the news. And when I got there, they were talking about a new Zelda game, and I'm like, what's going on? I've heard nothing of this. So I'm back on Twitter again, looks at Nintendo of America, Nintendo of Europe, and sure enough, we had Cadence of Hyrule. I didn't know nothing about the game, NecroDancer, beforehand. I didn't even know what was going on. We'll watch the trailer first. This is, then we'll see what it's about. As we see there, from the creators of Crypt of NecroDancer.
Almost out of this crypt.
Yeah, I love the style straight away. It reminded me so much of like Blossom Tales. Have you played that game yet? It was incredible. Yeah, it's that art style. I love this pixel art style. Yeah, it looks fun. One thing that caught me straight away before, because obviously I knew nothing about NecroDancer, was the way everyone seems to jump. Don't you have this jumping motion? And I was a little bit funny thinking about what's all that about, what kind of gameplay is it? But yeah, like I said, I love the art style of this. I'm a sucker. Everyone knows my favourite games in the past. I love pixelated games. You can't beat a top-down Zelda, and I just love this. There's some well-known Zelda enemies in there as well, as we'll get to. But there we go, spring 2019 as well on Nintendo Switch. It could be weeks, you know what I mean? It could be weeks away, it could be a couple of months, but we never know. It might even be a few weeks. But yeah, like you're saying, I was kind of blown away by it, and I did a bit of search, because obviously I'd never heard the game before, so I did a bit of research on the actual Crypt of NecroDancer. And it's basically like a dungeon crawler, but it's a rhythm game, and that's what caught me, where they jump in, you see. The soundtrack plays, and you've got to move in the same beat as the soundtrack, so you'll have a beat, and every time you'll be pressing up, right, left, down, moving around the map, around the area. And as you move, if you do it in beat, your coin multiplier goes up, which will end up being a rupee multiplier, I'm guessing, in this game. So the more you do it on the beat, the more chance you have of getting more gold, which will let you buy more weapons, which will let you progress through the levels. And it's a really cool concept, because I do love like rhythm games and stuff like that. And just, I don't know, and just mixing that with the Legend of Zelda, it's a strange mashup, but I think it'll work, because it does kind of fit well. Because if you look into the game, you have swords and weapons and stuff like that, and yeah, that's Zelda, isn't it? Swords and weapons, that's Zelda. But no, I think it will work quite well. And what I was saying, it was basically each level is randomly generated as well. So in the original one, Crypt of NecroDancer, they had like 4 worlds, and each world you would start a world ranging differently from 1 to 4. And when you would start one, you would have 3 levels to go at, and each level would basically last the length of a song. So if you didn't beat that level in the time of the song, it was game over, or if you died while trying to level, it was game over. But so it's just really interesting, and obviously each level is randomly generated, so each time you play the game, it should be a different level each time, so the replay factor should be really high in this game. And also in the original one there was 10 playable characters. Now at the moment on this we have seen there's the original Crypt, I don't know her name, Crypt Searcher, whatever you want to call her. I should have really researched her name. But also you have Link and Zelda you can play as, so that's 3 playable characters. But in the original you can play as 10 different characters. Now does this mean that we could get more characters from the Zelda franchise? Could we get Gorons and Zora and Rito and anyone really, some Gerudo? The possibilities are endless really, because when you look, each character has different pros and cons. There was one where they have a flower and they can't hurt enemies, but they don't have to fight bosses. Or there was a monk, I think it was a monk, who can't pick up gold. If he picks up gold he'll die straight away, but every time he goes to a shop, anything he can get anything for free. So you could just do, so if you change that over to the Zelda franchise, you could have countless different races in there. So I'm really excited about what can be done with this game. Knowing what it is and what can be done, I am really excited. Well, anyway, we're going to have a quick look now at the whole trailer, and we're going to try and break it down a little bit because there really is some fantastic references in there already. So we'll have a quick scoot over. I'll mute the sound so we can talk over it. It starts off there, jumps in. I love the pixelated intro there. Yeah, straight away there, how she's jumping. That caught me off guard straight away. I'm just going to pause that there, because I must admit straight away there, when I knew it was going to be a Zelda game, that caught me because it looked very shaken. I think with the blue and the way it's rated, it reminded me so much of Breath of the Wild there. And straight away it got me, come straight to the showroom here, straight away there we see the iron boots and a bow. Now this guy here is in the original game, he's obviously always has a shop. I would love it if they would maybe change that to Beedle. That would be a cool little change I think, so obviously Beedle is always a shopkeeper in Zelda, but maybe this is that game. It's nice to keep some, I suppose, carry over from the original game, and obviously it's featuring Legend of Zelda. And we'll see, unless this is in the normal world, when it flips over to Hyrule we might get Beedle, who knows. Obviously we start there, it's pushing around some boulders. Now this bit here I found interesting because for some reason that reminded me of the windmill in Ocarina of Time, and also a little bit of the clock tower in Majora's Mask, which I've just started playing through. So it kind of got me thinking, I'm wondering where she gets transported to another world, I wonder if this is where she gets transported through. Possibly maybe like a clock tower, because obviously that is the portal from Hyrule into Terra in the game, so I could be looking way too much into this, which probably is true. So if we stump on, we start to see our first enemies. We have a Poe there from countless games. This screen here we have a Tektite in the top right hand corner. Down here, which is interesting, it's like a gossip stone. It has a shaken eye on there, but looks like very modernised. It's if for me a gossip stone from Breath of the Wild type thing, where it's technology wise, but it's still the gossip stone. I love how they have this bones down here of like a Link to the Past throwback. When you go to the desert you have those all over. It's a very nice touch. And this guy down here, I don't know why, but it reminds me of like the goddess statue from Wind Waker, before, when you put the pearl in before it explodes. Obviously I don't know, it won't be that, but for some reason it just reminds me a little bit of that. Jump over here, we have straight away, is that a Dark Nut? Yes, it's Dark Nut, not a 9-knuckle, isn't it? Again we have the gossip stone there. Some interesting fundamentals. Now them birds, where is them from? What? Are they from Link to the Past and all? Or are they from the Link Between Worlds? They look familiar, they definitely look familiar. Obviously going into some sort of dungeon there. Onto this one, we have some Stalfos on the horses, on the Stalfos horse, which was in Breath of the Wild. And here we have our 4-headed dragon, which is a Gleok. Is that getting pronounced right? Who knows? And here, this is where the big reveal come with Link and Zelda, which is of note. That is not the Master Sword, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe it could be something it picks up in the game. Because again, they're going to have weapons in the game from the Legend of Zelda franchise, which is going to be brilliant. You'll have obviously the bow and arrows, which will be cool because you'll maybe get the light arrows, different type of arrows. obviously different swords, big Auron sword, Master Sword obviously, and just even boomerangs. You could anything that I said. The list is endless really. Anything from the Zelda franchise seems to fit perfectly in this game, I must admit. But yeah, there's no Master Sword there, so it was very interesting to note. Straight in here we have some Bokoblins, we have a Wizrow up here, we have a Beamos. I don't know, is that a Stalos again? I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to pick too much into this. Could be. Then we have a Zelda reveal. Again, there's some more Bokoblins and some rupees, which again I'm guessing you collect these, and the more you do in beat, I guess the more that'll multiply and the more rupees you pick up. And help you beat the game. Here we have a Lionel there. I just missed that. Can we sneak back ever so slightly? Just to catch that Lionel. There we go. It's a gold Lionel. Just a random wolf up there. On here again we have another Gossip Stone. Down here we have a statue to the goddess Hylia. And again we have the Triforce on this dungeon up here. So I wonder how this is going to work, because obviously randomly generated, so I don't know. I would like to think like you'd have some sort of storyline you'd follow, so you'd maybe go into certain dungeons, but you never know. I mean, is that just a random dungeon that's generated and each time's going to be different? Obviously that's what's randomly generated, so I'm guessing so. Again, I'm looking too much at this, aren't I? And we have a ball and chain guy, I think they're called troopers, from obviously A Link to the Past, which is quite in other games, but that's where we're from. More Bokoblins here, trees again, which look like A Link to the Past. I'm loving this game so much because it's got so much throwback to A Link to the Past. It really has. Just the style and everything more. Right, missed that there. We come back here and these guys are awesome. We have that there. Come on. I'm not quick enough. Look at them there. Now they are basically the Amos Knights. Again, A Link to the Past. They've been in countless other games, but for me it always goes back to Link to the Past. Where they were boss in the first dungeon. But these guys here are souped up with guitars. They are rocking, aren't they? I mean, you get Amos in a lot of games, but obviously Amos Knights also as a boss. So yeah, it makes sense having instruments, obviously being a rhythm game. Now one thing I'm surprised at, I'd thought I'd only seen Zelda with a harp as maybe a main weapon. I thought that would have been a nice touch after doing research on the game and stuff like that. But yeah, and that is the end of it. We get the Triforce coming in, and I must admit I do love that art style. I love the writing there. Is that a lute? Is that I could be completely wrong, but is that called a lute on the end? But yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of game title. That is quite the game title. Yeah, we'll just call it Cadence of Hyrule. Let's see, we'll have a quick look at what they say on the website about the game. Here we go to the latest rhythmic action and adventure from Brace Yourself Games. You can enjoy the gameplay of Crypt of the NecroDancer in a setting of the Legend of Zelda series, as a Link or even as Princess Zelda. So there we can play as Zelda for how many times we've played as Zelda. There is of course the CDI games, Legend of Gamelon, then there was Hyrule Warriors. So is this the third time mechanically we can play as Zelda? I mean, if you want to count Hyrule Warriors as canon. You'll explore the randomly generated overworld and dungeons on the quest to save Hyrule. Every beat of each remixed Legend of Zelda tune is a chance to move, attack, defend and more, so stay one step ahead of each enemy and boss or face the music. From modern looking Lionels to Hylian soldiers of old, you must master the instinctive movements of each pixel art enemy and strategically outstep them in rhythmic combat. Equip yourself with an arsenal of iconic The Legend of Zelda items, as well as spells and weapons from the Crypt of NecroDancer. You must be prepared to face Hyrule's most wicked boss, and which have been transformed by magic, granting them mighty new forms. So I'm guessing that's the Amos with the guitars and stuff like that. A rhythmic action adventure game in the world of the Legend of Zelda series. Explore the randomly generated overworld and dungeons, save Hyrule as Link or Princess Zelda. Yes, so you get the generated overworld and generated dungeons, so I'm guessing you'll go into dungeons, which will be really good. Use items of Legend of Zelda series, plus spells and weapons from Crypt and NecroDancer. Outstep legendary enemies and bosses in rhythmic combat. Right, outstep. See, I've never seen how to do boss fights. I just looked at actual gameplay, not any boss fights, so I'm interested to see how you do boss fights. Keep the beat with 25 remix classics, the Legend of Zelda tunes. Now that's what I'm looking forward to one of the most normally. Just Zelda has got some of the greatest game soundtracks, hasn't it? Overworld theme and just Lost Woods and stuff, and having that remix into a nice quick beat, you're just going to just blow me away. I can't wait. Yeah. So I think that's about it. What do you think? We have an indie Zelda game. Is this good for the franchise? Is it bad for the franchise? Nintendo's branching out. They're letting people. One of the main IPs. I mean, you have Mario and Zelda. They're branching out, so it can only be a good thing. You know what I mean? I know last time we spoke of CDI Zelda before already. They've already been shot once, but surely they must keep a close eye now on what they do. So. Yeah, I think it'll be a good thing. I'm excited for it. After doing some research into the original game, it looks really cool. Like you saying, I like my rhythm games. So let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. I mean, what a curveball. I'm excited. Yeah, so thanks for watching. And remember, it's dangerous to go alone. So if you haven't done already, please hit that subscribe button. And I shall see you all in the next video.